Now let's look in more detail into the volume effect, which explains how much of our sales growth is driven by the fact that we sell more of our products independent of changes in price. First of all, it is important to keep in mind that volumes across different therapy areas are not directly comparable, meaning that we cannot mix together volumes of, example, insulins, where volume is measured in megaunits, with, for instance, Novo7, which is measured in milligram. Let's start with the easier part, which is insulins. Selling more insulins can be driven by higher market growth, an increase in market share, or additional tender volumes. All of this would lead to more mega units sold and therefore higher sales, assuming a constant price. If we take, for instance, our total basal insulin sales and assume we sold 100 mega units last year and 110 mega units this year, that means 10% volume growth. Now, though, we want to be able to compare the 10% volume growth in basal insulin to, example, 10% volume growth of Novo7, or even across segments or therapies. This can be done by monetizing it, meaning translating the volume increase into million DKK amount. This is done by applying the growth percentage from, example, MU growth to the million DKK from the starting period. In the context of our example of basal insulins, we would see that the 100 mega units we sold last year equaled 200 million DKK. Our 10% increase in MU from 100 to 110 mega units is therefore equal to 20 million DKK. This means we are applying the average basal segment ARP and not an individual product ARP to translate the volume increase into million DKK. Therefore, the volume impact of Tresiba, Zoltify, and Levemir is not additive to total basal segment. It is calculated on segment level. Furthermore, the volume effect across the three insulin segments is not additive to total insulin. It is calculated on total insulin level. Overall, the volume effect is calculated on the highest level of comparable units, meaning total insulin, total GLP-1, obesity, and individual products in biopharm, which added together equal the total volume effect in million DKK. This also means that in contrast to the price effect, the volume effect is not additive across countries, business areas, and regions. It is always calculated on the geographical level you are analyzing.